Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the TRW drum brake kit used in the video through the link in the description. Turn your engine off. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Open the brake fluid reservoir. Loosen the rear wheel studs. Lift the rear of your vehicle. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. Place the vehicle on the axle stands. To change the rear drum brakes on your vehicle, you will have to remove the wheels to gain full access. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. You can now see the drum brakes on your car. Before starting, release the handbrake, otherwise the operation will be impossible. You need to remove the drum to access the brake system. On this vehicle, you can use the 2 screw threads on the drum to screw the 2 8mm diameter screws into this location, which will result in pushing the drum outwards, making it easier to remove. You can now access the brake mechanism. Now you have to remove the mounting system of the shoes. Using a flathead screwdriver, unclip the clips holding the brake shoes, sliding them outwards. Then remove the rods. Disengage the lower spring from the brake shoes by pulling on the shoes to extract them from their slots. Next, using a flathead screwdriver, pry on the upper spring to separate the brake shoes from the wheel cylinder. You can now remove the front brake shoe. Take the automatic handbrake adjuster. Remove the handbrake cable from its latch to remove the rear brake shoe. You now need to clean the inner side with a wire brush and brake cleaner in order to remove the brake dust left over from natural wear of the brake shoes. Remember to protect the floor by placing a fluid collection tray. You can learn how to make one by watching another of our videos, How to Make a Collector for Liquids.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.
When replacing the rear drum brakes, it is best to replace the wheel cylinder, which is a vital part of the system. For this, with a metallic brush, start by cleaning the back of the cylinder. As these components are very often seized, don't hesitate to use penetrating oil to facilitate the operation. Take a 10mm flare nut spanner to loosen the brake fluid inlet pipe by a few threads. Take a socket wrench and a 10mm socket to remove the wheel cylinder mounting screws. Finish unscrewing the brake fluid inlet. You can now remove the wheel cylinder. Before installing the new cylinder, clean again to remove any fluid that may have leaked. You will find the TRW parts and products used in the video in the link in the description. Take the new cylinder supplied with the drum brake kit. You can now put it on. Install the brake hose and tighten it by hand by a few threads. Next, fully tighten the mounting screws to facilitate tightening of the brake hose. Finish tightening the brake hose. Before installing the new brake shoes, clean the plate again. Once cleaned and dried, lubricate the brake shoe bearing surfaces. take the rear brake shoe. Start by reinserting the handbrake cable back into its latch, then position the brake shoe. Take the brake shoe holding system with the rods and clips supplied in the kit. Insert the rod. Install the rear brake shoe retaining clip using a flathead screwdriver and pliers. Next, pre-position the automatic adjuster and the upper spring. Take the front brake shoe and attach the spring, as well as the automatic handbrake adjuster to it, before positioning the brake shoe on the wheel cylinder. Install the front brake shoe retaining clip. Take the lower spring and install it on the two brake shoes. You can use a screwdriver to help you. Properly position the brake shoe on the plate. Take the drum. Clean the drum with a brake cleaner and paper towels. You can now close the work area by putting the drum back on. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. After changing your brake cylinders, you need to bleed the brake fluid to remove any bubbles that have seeped into the system. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial Bleeding the Yaris 2 brake fluid system. Once the bleeding is done, you must pump several times to activate the automatic adjustment of the drum brakes. Under no circumstances should you use a screwdriver to adjust the drum brake, as it works by itself once it has been purged. You may hear adjustment clicking noises when pumping the brake pedal. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put your car back on the ground and block the wheels securely. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.